Sky crimson, set my bed on fire while we listen.
To me crying all again. Hope there's no help on the way. Losing my mind, and if in case I should find it tonight, I'd probably toss it off a bridge. I sleep better without it.
Okay. First things first, where have I been? I haven't made a video on YouTube in a very long time because, well, main reason is I lost my phone. My phone got damaged, and so I didn't have equipment to make any videos. And then I came to school, and then school became really hectic. So I just decided to take a break from YouTube. It wasn't planned, but it just ended up being like that. Things have been going pretty well. I just didn't really know how to add YouTube in the mix. I got a camera from somebody, so I should have been able to shoot videos, but then I had become a bit overwhelmed as well because I was trying to do so many things at the same time. I had school going, and I had a writing workshop. I had a couple of like businesses on campus to run. What else have I been doing? I had a part-time job, and then I recently got into a creatives fellowship called Amplify HQ. So I've been a bit busy. Yeah, and everything was going really well from the beginning of the semester, and now guess what? I'm doing almost none of those things. I've been in a good place, sort of, but recently I've just been a bit burnt out and quite bored, honestly, and also a bit tired. I have about a month to be done with school. I mean, a month to be done with this semester, but I graduate next semester, and I can't wait to be done with it.
Of not being loving to ourselves is that we don't look after ourselves. And this really is one of the classic signs of a lack of self-love.
So it's when we don't look after ourselves physically then, is it?
Yeah, we show a blatant disregard for our health, what we put into our bodies or what we do with our bodies.
Yes, I certainly know that obviously there are some people who indulge in risky behaviour.
Yeah.
That might be sexual behaviour, or maybe the amount of alcohol.
One thing I want to talk about is self-sabotage. It's been on my mind mainly because I've been doing it, where we indulge in self-destructive or self-defeating behaviors that usually go against the grain of our values, our goals, and things like that. Most of the time we would be doing things that we know we shouldn't be doing, or not doing things we are supposed to do, and everybody experiences it from time to time. Like, you might procrastinate on work you're supposed to do, or you might not do it at all, or you just engage in risky behaviors. You might stop taking care of yourself. And self-sabotage shows itself in different forms. It can show in, like I said, procrastination. It could show in perfectionism. It could show in very harsh self-criticism, lack of self-care. It becomes a problem when it becomes a habit, and then you are either actively or passively sabotaging yourself, which is what I've been doing lately. School, for example. I know very well that I'm a student, so I'm supposed to be doing my schoolwork. If I don't do my schoolwork, I'll fail. So I know the consequences. I know that if I don't do my schoolwork, I'll fail, and I need to be done with school so I can move on to the next stage of my life, which I'm really, really eager to do. So I know all of these things. I know all of my motivations. I know all the consequences and stuff like that. But I'm not doing any schoolwork. So for a couple of weeks, it's not like I've been sad or down or depressed or anything, but I just can't bring myself to care. about school. I have assignments, I just look at them and I won't do them. I might go to class though, but then that's where it ends. Like, I'm just existing on campus, but I'm not doing much. The scary part of it too is that I'm calm about it. Like, I'm not sad or anything. I'm just very calm about it, and it's like an out of body experience, because it's like I'm standing outside of myself and observing myself from a distance and just watching how I'm not doing anything and how I'm just destroying the things that are absolutely important to me. I think about it and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why can't I just tell myself, oh, yo, this is the thing I'm supposed to do, just do it? I keep saying this thing, like the parts of my brain that is supposed to react well to the knowledge of these consequences is dead. There's like chasm between me knowing what I'm supposed to do and me actually doing it, and like the energy that I'm supposed to use to cross that chasm is not there, or the willingness to do it, or I don't really know what it is, but I do know that it is mainly caused by fear. I'm scared I'll fail, so all of this is being motivated by fear. And essentially what fear is supposed to make you do as a human being is to make you do the thing. Like, if you see a dangerous animal, if you see a fire or something, your brain is supposed to immediately process it and just tell you that, okay, this thing is something you're supposed to be afraid of, so it's either you fight or you flee, like fight or flight. But I can't do either of them. So, like, in a very dangerous situation, if I'm very aware of something that is very dangerous or something that's going to harm me, I can't fight it, I can't run away from it, I just freeze.
That's our first F word, fear. And that translates to a couple other little smaller F words, fight or flight, your fight or flight response. That's a bit of a problem here. What if right now your nervous system thinks something is a threat? What's it doing with your willpower? It's wasting it, absolutely wasting it.
In any type of danger, I'm immobilized. So in school, for example, I can see that there's a looming danger like ahead of me, because my work is just piling up and piling up and piling up. I think about it so much that instead of the fear fueling me to do something about my situation, I just don't do anything. So a lot of days pass and I wake up and then I just observe the day go by, and I know how much this is actually going to affect a lot of plans that I have for myself, but I don't care. Perhaps put in the comment section down below what you do when you find yourself in a state like this. I know a couple of things that have kind of helped me. I just have to try and be more mindful of my thoughts, because usually my thoughts that will immobilize me. Like, I'll think of a certain situation and then I'll make it so big and scary in my head, and then when it gets very scary, my first instinct is to not do anything about it, right? Like, to just avoid it. Like, I put my head in the sand. So if I'm not seeing the impending danger, that means it's not there. So what exactly am I thinking about the situation? How is this thought pattern influencing my emotion? My thoughts will influence my emotion, and then my emotion is going to cripple me. So I try to track the way I'm thinking and then try and stop myself. This is a very good way to help with this situation, although it hasn't really worked as effectively as I needed to. So I'm still struggling. Once you're able to locate the root of the problem, you are able to easily find a solution to it. I'm still trying to find like what exactly is causing this. I just know that fear is one of them, fear of failure, that is. There's a lot of self-doubt as well, and also one reason we might be sabotaging ourselves. Well, for me, I'm also bored. Nothing new is happening. Like, all the things that I've been trying to achieve, I've kind of set them in motion already. So there's nothing like new to aspire for or anything, because everything I've been trying to get, I've gotten in it and I'm like doing it. So I'm being counterproductive, because now that things are running smoothly, I'm trying as much as possible to make them imperfect, and I'm actively trying to stop them from working well. I swear I don't really want to be doing this myself, because why would anybody want to do this to themselves? Why would anybody want to do this to themselves?
Look how the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, it was all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, it was called yellow. So I took my tune, oh what a feat of dawn, it was called yellow. Your skin and bone, so tempted to something.
Why would anybody want to do this to themselves, right?
You know I love you.